Welcome back to Civil Engineers YouTube channel. In this video lecture, I will guide you for steel structure design details. And guys, you can see here, this is typical lap detail in beam and this is typical lap detail in slab, okay? So here, if you see, these are two supports. It means this is one column and this is other column. The span between two column is called L, okay? So suppose this is, for example, 22 feet and 0 inches, right? So here guys, if you see, we have L by 4 distance. L by 4 means this span, which is L divided by 4, where L is 22 feet divided by 4. If you see guys, you will get the video about 5 feet and 6 inches, right? 5 feet and 6 inches, or you can say 5.5 feet, you can say. This is one side, 5 feet, 5.5 feet, and this is other one, okay, which is L by 3, because it's also depend on the span, because here we have more, you can say more structure load, okay? So therefore guys, if you see, if you require the lapping length, so where you are able to construct the lapping length or how you can overlap one steel rod to another, okay? In the beam, remember, the lap or splice length, if required in the bottom bars, shall be provided in the middle third of the half portion of the beam. Middle third mean guys, you can see the middle is L by 2, and here guys you can see L by 2 should be divided by 3, right? This one you can see, suppose this is 11 feet, okay, and this is 11 feet because the middle is 12 feet, 22 feet, so the middle is here, so the total span is 22 feet, so here the middle is 11 feet, so 11 feet divided by 3. So this is the place to provide the splice length or lapping length, but it should be provided at the bottom, okay, the bottom bars, remember. So in the slab, if you require to provide, in the beam, if you require to provide the lapping length, so this is the place to provide. Next, if you need to provide the lapping in the top portion, which is called compression zone, guys, this is called compression zone, and guys you can see this is called tension zone. So the first one I discussed for the tension zone, which is middle divided by 3, right? And this is, it should be provided at the distance of L by 2. Guys, you can see L, the total span divided by 2 at the distance of 11 feet. But at the top portion, guys, you can see this is splice length and this is splice length at the bottom portion. So it means lap or splice length, if required, and top bars shall be provided in the middle portion of the beam. This is specially for the beam. Next, the maximum stirrups spacing in the lapping location at least D by 4 means depth of the beam divided by 4, or you can say in 4 inches, you can also say. So this is the stirrup spacing. So 4 inches are depth of the beam divided by 4. Next guys, you can see the development length with standard hooks. Development length should be provided at the end of the beam. You can say this is standard hooks, right? It should not be less than 12 inches, minimum 12 inches. So these are the details for the you can say these are the details for the beam. So you can say this is center line, you can say L by 6, L by 5, L by 6, L by 6. So you can see clearly. Next guys, you can see here, this is now typical lap details in slab. If you require to provide the splice length or lapping length in the beam, so remember it should be provided here same at the bottom portion. Lapping length, if required, bottom portion shall be provided in the middle third off portion of the beam. Because this is RCC slab, we don't have the tension in compression zone, but if you required, so it should be provided at the distance of same L by 2. First of all, L by 2, or you can say the half length divided by 3. You can say like this. Next guys, you can see here we have the seismic hooks details. So you can see it should be provided on 135 degree. You can see clearly here, and the length should not be less than 3 inches minimum. If you see the slope 1 by 6 maximum in the column details, okay, so the lapping are providing, so it should be slope like 1 by 6. Next guys, you can see typical column details here in this section. So here this is beam, dotted lines on the top of this is providing, this is showing you the slab, and these are the lapping details, you can see clearly. And this is from the slab to the top portion of the other floor, this is called the story height. Okay, so it's depend on the different situation. So guys, these are the details in which I have guided you for the steel structure details. So you can say typically typical reinforcement details. Hope this short video can help you. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Goodbye.